Welcome to the Western Wyoming Community College graduating ceremony for the class of 2010-2011. This is the largest graduating class in the history of Western Wyoming. Please remain standing and join us in singing the national anthem. Western Wyoming Community College has graduated over 7,500 associate degrees and over 2,000 certificates since awarding our first degree in May of 1962. Many of these graduates have gone on to complete bachelor's degrees and master's degrees and advanced certifications. Many are working in Southwest Wyoming today. Tonight, 494 will receive degrees and certificates. "83 of the graduates completed their degrees last summer, 113 finished this fall, and 298 finished this spring. 85 of these recipients, of these graduates, completed all of their studies in communities outside of Rock Springs and Green River. "24 of our graduates are international students. These students add global and multicultural perspectives, and understanding such perspectives is essential to all graduates, to all of us, in an increasingly global community. Therefore, you will see behind me the flags of the home countries of those graduating tonight. In addition to the flag of the United States, behind me you will see the flags of 11 countries: Australia, Brazil, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, Japan, Korea, Mexico, Nigeria, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe. Pretty remarkable for a small town in Wyoming. At any ceremony, there are guests to be honored and recognized, and they are surrounding and encircling the graduates tonight. Let me introduce you to them. First, we all need to acknowledge those critical people who were behind the scenes helping these students succeed, persist, and graduate. The parents, the spouses, absolutely. Parents, spouses, friends, children, anyone who helped them succeed. Second, I'd like to recognize the dedicated faculty and staff. These people represent our commitment to quality and success and help these students get to where they are today. Please stand, be recognized. On stage, I'd like to recognize the Board of Trustees. Would they please stand? These citizens spend many nights determining college priorities. They truly care about the college, and they help make it what it is. Let me introduce Board President James Roth. Board Vice President Shannon Honecker. Board Secretary George Ekman. Board Treasurer Lynn Chatty. And Trustees Chris Plant and Bob Reese. Next, I'd like to recognize the administration. Would they stand, please? Dr. Karla Leach is the president of the college. Dr. Jackie Fries, Marty Kelsey, Lori Watkins, Carla Budd, and Dr. Sandy Caldwell. Also on stage is Troy Archuleta. He's the academic coordinator at the University of Wyoming in Southwest Wyoming, and of course he helps make that connection to the university. Troy. We have three outstanding graduates who you will hear from later tonight: Katie Glennon Meyer, Adam Grasmick, and John Thomas. Last on stage is the division chairs. Would they stand, please? Brandy Moore, Marlene Ethier, Dr. Bud Chu, Dr. Dudley Gardner, Ann Rudolph, and Paul Johnson. And I am Ken Fitchin. I'm the Vice President for Student Learning, and tonight your Master of Ceremony. Like many colleges, Western used to bring in outside speakers to present a commencement address. But many years ago, we recognized that this is a night of graduates. So we changed who those speakers should be, who you wanted to hear from, because this is a night to applaud you, to recognize your hard work and your accomplishments. So Western changed who the commencement addresses should be given by, and chose outstanding graduates. These students are the students who helped make this an outstanding institution. They were selected using the following criteria. They had to have a high grade point average, 3.5 or higher, and had to have completed at least 30 semester hours at Western. But they also had to be involved in campus activities or community activities. They had to demonstrate leadership skills, and they had to have a positive attitude to make this a better place. Tonight, you will hear from 3 outstanding graduates. The first is Katie Glennon Meyer. Let me tell you a little bit about Katie. She's a journalism major. She's from Granville, Michigan, and her grade point average is 4.0. Katie plans to attend the University of Wyoming in the fall and to continue her bachelor's degree in journalism. She already has a job in Laramie. She's going to work at the city newspaper. She plans also to get a master's degree, and her ultimate job would be to work with the National Geographic. Katie at Western has been active as the editor of the Western newspaper. She's also been active on Phi Theta Kappa, the honors program, completed an oral history project with Charlie Love, and is working at the local Rock Springs newspaper. When asked to choose one word to describe her experience at Western, Katie chose kismet. Kismet is fate or destiny, and her evidence of kismet is that she has had so many opportunities to thrive at Western. Welcome, Katie.
I vow here and now to get one of those awesome hats that the PhDs get to wear. I'm a non-traditional student in so many ways. By definition, I am non-traditional because I am over the age of 25 and attending college. I probably could be labeled non-traditional in most areas of my life, but my path to college is the most so. I decided after high school that my path to college would not be a direct one. I spent 6 years traveling around the country. I worked as a housekeeping manager in Yellowstone for several years. I worked in the kitchen of a research base in Antarctica. I volunteered with AmeriCorps, rebuilding houses along the Gulf Coast after Hurricane Katrina. My travels took me on a month-long solo backpacking trip across Mexico in 2005, and I hiked 500 miles of the Appalachian Trail 2 years ago. I drove a bus in Park City. I mentored drug-addicted teenagers in the Wilderness Therapy Program, and I worked for a whitewater rafting company in North Carolina. My path to college looks like a 3-year-old got a hold of a magic marker and scribbled all over a map. During my travels, I developed a few axioms, principles to live by. For example, my first axiom was, don't do too many stupid things at once. Sticky situations don't usually happen because I did one stupid thing, but many. For example, living in Yellowstone, if you're going to go hiking in grizzly country alone, be sure to make some noise. Surprising a bear alone and unarmed in the wilderness would be doing too many stupid things at once. My favorite axiom is one that likely applies to everyone in this room. My first summer in Yellowstone, I met an old man who had spent his whole life adventuring. I wanted to have so many adventures, such as the backpacking trip in Mexico I eventually took. I faced a lot of discouragement from my family, and to be honest, I was terrified to go to Mexico alone. That old adventurer, he gave me the best advice that I still use on a regular basis. He said, Be afraid, but still do it. I used his advice when I joined AmeriCorps and led groups of volunteers to drywall homes. I was afraid of leadership positions then. I used it when I learned to drive a 40-foot bus during the busy Sundance Film Festival in Park City. I was afraid of driving such large, unwieldy vehicles amongst so many fancy cars. I'm using it today, giving this speech to you, terrifying people. Be afraid, but still do it. These words transformed me from a meek child to someone who faces everything head on. This brings me to my third axiom. Figure out why you are afraid and fix it. Fear is a survival tool. It tells us when we could be eaten by a bear or bitten by a dangerous snake. These are completely rational fears. The point of my third axiom is to decide what is a rational fear and how can I best avoid them. When I went to Mexico alone, I wasn't out at night by myself. I studied the people and kept my eyes open and had purpose in the decisions I was making. I used my fear as a tool to make good decisions, not to keep me from doing what I wanted. Now, disclaimer, the purpose of my speech is not to encourage people to do dangerous things. It is simply to use these axioms in your daily life if they make sense. When I came to college, I was terrified. Even this semester, I was afraid of my statistics class. So I applied my axioms to college the same way I did to my adventures. Don't do too many stupid things at once. I made sure that I didn't overwhelm myself with classes and extracurriculars. Be afraid, but still do it. I took that statistics class. And finally, figure out why you are afraid and fix it. I was afraid because I had done poorly in some previous math classes, and because I procrastinate. I made a plan. I would do my statistics homework first, before everything else. I have many more axioms, but I wanted to tell you the ones that have served me the most. Fear has become such a part of our society and our consciousness. But we don't need to fear that which is irrational. Decide for yourself, and don't sell yourself short of a big dream just because you're afraid. As one old adventurer said, be afraid, but still do it. And some good advice from one other old adventurer from this very college, our professor Charlie Love says, think and be observant. That might become my fourth axiom. Attending this college has been a pleasure. I'd like to thank all of the professors and also my fiance who put up with a lot of late night studying and lots of stress. Thank you, everyone.
The second outstanding graduate is Adam Resnick. Adams was a biology major. He's from Lyman, Wyoming. His grade point average is 3.59. Adam plans to transfer to the University of Wyoming and obtain his biology degree. He will continue doing biological research that he started at Western while at University of Wyoming. His ultimate goal is to obtain a doctorate in developmental biology. Adam has been very involved in the INBRE research project at Western. He has traveled to Washington, D.C. to represent Western and present their experimental biology research. He spends time with his daughter and family as often as he can. When asked to pick one word to describe Western, Adam chose achievement, because he came to Western with very clear goals of what he wanted to achieve, and he achieved them. Adam.
President Karla Leach, the Board of Trustees, distinguished members of faculty, honored classmates, family, and friends, it is an honor to stand before you today. The biggest risk we take is not moving forward with all that we have learned. Abraham Lincoln once said, "I don't think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday." I did learn from my past mistakes. I'm a better man, a better son, and by far a better father today than I was yesterday. I did make a lot of mistakes before I straightened out my life. When I would give up on myself, I had a great support group that never gave up on me. They could have turned their backs on me, but they didn't. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and especially my Grandma Louise for always believing in me, and my beautiful daughter Hannah for being my motivation. I will make you proud. Once my thoughts and attitudes changed, my actions changed. When I came to Wwcc, I was a high school dropout. My spelling, grammar, and language skills were atrocious. My math skills were non-existent. My math professors, Stacy and Chuck Newberg, had every right not to waste their time helping me. But instead of criticizing me for my poor math skills, Stacy encouraged me to combine all the necessary math classes I needed so I could take the big boy math classes with Chuck in order to complete my degree. She renewed my confidence in myself as a student, and it was Stacy's confidence in me as a student that got me through those tough academic years. I just want them both to know I can never pay them back, but I promise I will pay their confidence in me forward. Before coming to Wwcc, I knew that science was my passion. I didn't know how or where I was going to end up. I just knew that science was going to be my chosen path. I started taking the required classes. My science professors were awesome but tough, and I would like to thank a few of them. Sandy Mitchell, you will never know how much you have done for me. My first semester here, I was not quite sure what I wanted out of school. I was just trying to make a better life for myself and my daughter. You made me take a good look at myself. You made me ask some tough questions, not just academically, but personally as well. You boosted my passion for science, especially biology. You taught me that there was a line between failure and success. You showed me that with a little more effort, instead of facing what seemed to be a hopeless failure, my life could actually turn into a huge success. Also, Dr. Bud Chu is one of the most intellectual men I've had the pleasure of meeting. And man, is he good at golf, too. All I did was look for my golf ball most of the time. He pushed us as students. He expected excellence at all times. Because of his dedication to his students, I have an amazing opportunity in the field of biomedical research that a few short years ago I would have never dreamed possible. D. Forrest, thank you for believing in me and all the opportunities you gave me to work with you. You have given me the skills to develop and perfect dissecting. I loved your class from the start and never grew bored. John Maxwell said this quote, and I believe it. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Which brings me to Dorothy Hardin. Thank you for not judging me when I walked into the Wellness Center for the first time to apply for your work-study position. The tattoos and baggy pants would have scared anyone off, but you kept me on and noticed my hard work ethic. Even though I only had one class from you, I know you were a great teacher and are passionate about what you do. You were a great boss and a good friend. I would also like to thank Bart Fetz for letting me make my own mistakes. I remember my mom always telling me, I wish you could learn from my mistakes, but I know you have to make your own. I know when I always questioned you, Bart, about having to bisque fire the pottery first instead of green firing it, you already knew what was going to happen. And either you really did want me to learn from my mistakes, or you just wanted somebody to clean the shelves in the kilns. Who would have thought that clay would explode at high temperatures? My bad. Thank you all for showing me how much you cared about my success here at Western. I am confident now in going to the University of Wyoming because of my experience here. To my classmates, take what you have learned here at Wwcc and move forward. Your words and your actions move others. Step out of your comfort zone once in a while. experience the excitement, the challenges, and the possibilities out there. I would also like to thank some dear friends of mine that deserve some credit for all their support and help that they have given me while I've been here. They are Ryan and Brett Spires and Tyrell Fawcett. Thank you for being a good friend. I have one last quote for you by Richard DeVos. It is truly a great quote. The only thing that stands between a person and what they want in life is the will to try it and the faith to believe it is possible. Again, graduates, congratulations, and thank you all.
The third outstanding graduate is John Thomas. He's a musical theater major. He's from Riverton, Utah, and his grade point average was 3.88. John has been very active in the theater program, performing in 4 musicals. He was also the assistant director for the summer youth program, performed in the Nutcracker, and is active in his church institute and choir. Attending a university to major in musical theater, our theater education, is what John plans to do next. He would like to teach and choreograph musicals. When asked for one word to describe his experience at Western, John chose focused. He says, every assignment, every activity, every social interaction was another opportunity to change a life and focus on what I can take with me throughout my life. Welcome, John.
When a child asks a parent where milk comes from, the answer is quite extensive. To say it comes from a cow is to be logical, but removes many important steps. My dance instructor, Andrea Edwards, when I was in high school, taught me that the milk comes from the cow that was milked by the farmer. That farmer gets the milk to a company that is put onto a hauling truck by a worker. The truck is driven by a driver that takes it to the store. The store's worker unloads the milk, and the shelfer puts the milk onto the shelf. The child's parent drives to the store and picks up the milk. The parent uses the money that he or she worked for at a job that was given to her by a manager that has a boss that took the risk on that business to give those people jobs. The parent then drives home and places the milk into the fridge. Then the child or someone else has to open the fridge, pour out the milk, and enjoy it. Andrea continued by saying that this is an example that is paralleled to everything in life. Someone, somewhere, is sacrificing so that you could not only graduate from college today, but so that you could enjoy every activity or class that you ever participated on in this campus. Though I was nominated with 2 others as outstanding graduate, I can tell you that I did not receive this alone. My dear teachers and friends, Carol Schaefer, Jamie Young, Chris Will, and the Sodexo Food Services nominated me for this award. They each wrote a 1- to 2-page nomination and pushed for me to receive it. Carol Schaefer even called Robert Andrus and Stephen Parker, my Institute of Religion teachers, to get some more information, to put in her recommendation. I wrote in my journal that I did not earn this award. She did, as well as the others. And that this award for me was a symbol of how countless others have sacrificed for me so that I could be up here today at this podium. Any one of you could be up here as well, giving a speech at this graduation. You have countless people who have been behind you and hoping for you to graduate at this moment as well. You have not gotten here alone, nor is your diploma your own, but a symbol of all those who have sacrificed and have given without asking for recognition. Dieter F. Uchtdorf, a religious leader in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, gave an analogy with planes. He explained, suppose you were to take off from an airport at the equator, intending to circumnavigate the globe, but that your course was off by just 1 degree. By the time you return to that same longitude, how far off course would you be? A few miles? 100 miles? The answer might surprise you. An error to only 1 degree would put you almost 500 miles off course, or an hour of flight for a jet. This parallels our goals and ambitions. Never put your dreams on the back burner. You never know when your chance will have passed because you delayed that 1 degree. You never realize how distant people are from you or how much your passion will die until they are almost gone. Keep them in your foreground and work towards them always. Now it is your turn to give to others. A life worth having is a life worth giving. Be that farmer or that doctor or that writer that brings milk to someone who needs it so that they can say that their life was made easier or more enjoyable because you took the time to help them in some way. When you clap to close my speech, instead of clapping for me, I'd like for you to clap for every person who has ever helped you get this far. Clap for everyone who has sacrificed for you to get here and promise to do the same for others. This is for you, Mom and Dad.
We'll now have a musical interlude, Flight, performed by the 14 members of our vocal ensemble.
let me lose all control.
Hunger like this, and the hunger will pass, but I can't think like that.
All I know is somewhere to a clearing, there's a flickering of sunlight on a river long and wide,
and I have such a river inside. Let me run through a field in the night, let me live from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree, let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea.
Wish me on my way.
I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill,
wanna grow on the side of a hill, wanna shift like a wave rolling on,
wanna drift on the path I've been traveling upon before I am gone.
For many of our graduates, we know that this associate degree is their first step, and that they will continue on and complete bachelor's and master's and doctorates. We also recognize, though, that many graduates cannot necessarily leave their hometown to complete these degrees. So a number of years ago, Western started developing articulation agreements with universities that offered distance or online programs in bachelor's and master's. Over time, we've developed 9 different articulation agreements because we saw this need for students who had to stay home. I'd like to take this time to recognize some of those graduates who completed bachelor's degrees at home. Western developed agreements to complete a bachelor's or master's degrees with the University of Wyoming, Franklin University, Kaplan University, Regis University, Mayville State, National American University, Ashford University, and Upper Iowa University, because they all offer strong distance programs and a wide variety of programs. Tonight, we'd like to acknowledge graduates who started at Western and then completed their degrees in their hometown. In this case, through the University of Wyoming. Mr. Troy Archuleta, the academic coordinator for UW Outreach, will acknowledge those UW graduates. Troy?
Thank you, Ken. On behalf of the University of Wyoming and the Outreach School, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to Western Wyoming Community College for this invitation to recognize our graduates as well as congratulating this year's class. Tonight, I am pleased to recognize 6 UW graduates. These six graduates are part of over 30 UW Outreach School spring graduates from the counties of Carbon, Lincoln, Sublette, Uintah, and of course, Sweetwater. I am also pleased to recognize 6 master's degree recipients who are sitting along the sidelines tonight. The UW Outreach School would like to extend sincere congratulations to the following Western Wyoming Community College employees for completing their master's degrees. Please stand when I call your name, and in the interest of time, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Susan Bates, Master's in Counseling. David Bodley, Master's in Nursing. David was also the recipient of the Courage to Teach Award from the UW Faye W. Whitney School of Nursing for leadership as a nurse educator. Deanne Garner, Master's in Nursing. Stacy Hansen, Master's in Counseling. Anna McClure, Master's in Instructional Technology. Heather Sanders, Master's in Instructional Technology. Let's give this group a big round of applause. And now for our bachelor's degree recipients. I would like to take this opportunity to talk briefly about UW Outreach students. They're just like many of you. They work, they raise their families, they attend class through audio or video conferencing, online, or for some courses called hybrids, they do both. Our students in some master's programs have routinely sacrificed weekends each month to travel to Casper or Laramie for weekend classes. They've been able to achieve their academic goals without having to relocate to Laramie or Casper. And like you, they've made sacrifices to complete their degrees. The celebration tonight for all graduates is a culmination of your dedication, commitment, and your perseverance. Not everyone's path has been identical or easy. Maybe some of you zigged when you should have zagged, but it has been your ability to persevere that has led you up to this point. Celebrate, enjoy this time, but beware. The world will continue to test you in ways that you may not be ever able to imagine. Know, too, that education and responsibility go hand in hand, and not only do you have personal obligations, but as graduates, you have obligations to our global community as well. So please, use your education, talents, temperaments, and convictions to better mankind, and please continue to persevere. I would now like to recognize our bachelor's degree recipients. With honors, Cassie Crumpton, Bachelor of Science, Social Sciences. Go ahead and just stand. Sorry. With great honors, Lynn Nebeker, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Jennifer Pratt, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Annie Veranda, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Alicia Warren, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Aaron Wastrel, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. In closing, the persistence of all of our graduates to complete their degrees while still maintaining their lives and families should serve as an inspiration. More uplifting, many of our graduates this evening are former Western Wyoming Community College students and degree recipients. They persevered, and so will you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure now to introduce to you the president of Western Wyoming Community College, Dr. Karla Leach. Dr. Leach is continuing the tradition of moving Western forward and continuing to make it the best community college in the Rocky Mountain region. Dr. Leach.
You guys look marvelous. You should wear red more often. I am so thrilled to celebrate this evening with you. You have made a major accomplishment completing your studies here at Western. It's the first step of many steps, but you have done wonderfully. And we're honored to have walked along this path with you, to have been a part of your lives, and we can't wait to see what you do next. If you can accomplish your associate's degree, your certificates, each step that you've taken here at Western, you can do anything. You set your goals, you keep marching forward, you study a lot of late nights, and you eat a lot of pizza. But it's all worth it because you've made it tonight. And you have proven by getting to this point, to this evening, that you know how to set a plan and to walk that plan. Building on what our distinguished graduates said earlier, and every one of them hit this topic, you didn't get here alone, nor did I get here alone. For me, it was a grandmother who didn't know that I couldn't do something, so she just kept pushing me. It was parents who helped me along the way. It was daughters who said, well, of course you're going to get a doctorate. It's just those families that support you. You too have been supported by friends, family, your faculty. I hope by everyone at this college to make this journey for you a little easier, but you did the work. It was you that got yourselves to this place tonight. So in a few minutes, you're going to have a few moments to sit as 493 other people come across the stage. So while you're sitting there, I challenge you to think about the people who supported you, and then I challenge you to think about the people that you can support. If you have a child or a little brother or sister, or maybe a mom or dad that needs to get their degree, you can be that positive influence in their lives to support them, to help them discover their dreams. And they know they can do it if you support that dream for them. So I congratulate you, and I'm thrilled for you. And I tell you, this is only the first step along a very long journey. Keep moving forward, and we're proud of you. It is now my distinct pleasure to celebrate those who will be retiring from Western Wyoming Community College this year. These are individuals who have contributed greatly, and they sit among their colleagues tonight. They are our friends, they are our colleagues, and we appreciate their hard work. The first person I would like to celebrate is Dan Morrison. Dan, would you stand, please? Dan has 8 years of service as a director of finance, and he's important because you wouldn't have lights on here today if he didn't get those bills paid. So he's an important part of this college. Next, I'd like to celebrate Corey Brown. And I don't know if he's near here because I got to tell you, he's the guy that makes this work for us tonight. He gets us, oh, Corey, wave. Corey Brown has been the maintenance supervisor here for 18 years and now is doing special projects on construction. Corey is an amazing man. He knows where everything is in this facility, and we will miss him greatly. Corey, thank you so much for your creativity and your solution finding. It's now my pleasure to introduce and to celebrate Carol Brown. Carol, would you stand, please? Carol Brown. Carol Brown has been Director of Library Services and has served the college for 27 years. She's taken great care of us during that time. She helps keep us informed. She's always sending me these little emails saying, here's something you should know. And she takes great care of you as students to help you move along in your path in your education. Carol, thank you so much for your hard work and your dedication to Western. Rich Matthews, would you stand, please? Rich Matthews has been the Director of Physical Resources at the college for 30 years. And he has really taken good care of us as well. It's his teams that keep the college running, keeps the place clean, and make sure that we take good care and have good maintenance in our college. So, Rich, thank you so much for your hard work and dedication to the college. The last person I would like to celebrate tonight is someone that you have seen a lot at this microphone tonight. He's the fellow with the melodious voice that is emceeing our event tonight. It is Vice President of Student Learning, Ken Fitchen. Ken has worked at the college for 35 years. He started out as English faculty, and he's been leading in this position for 20 years. He's impossible to replace. If nothing else, we need someone with a really good voice, and we've had a hard time finding applicants with really good voices. But truly, he has helped in developing curriculum, building the programs here. He is the champion and advocate for all of your faculty. He makes sure that we do something very important at this college. He makes sure that learning remains our number one focus. And he challenges us on that. Ken is going to be very much missed here, and he's a great guy, and I hope you have a chance after the ceremony to go by and shake his hand. 35 years of dedication to Western, and he has left an imprint on this place. Thank you, Ken. At this time, I would like to ask James Roth, President of the Wwcc Board of Trustees, to come forward. Mr. Roth, on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, I am very proud to present to you the Western Wyoming Community College graduating class of 2010-2011. These students have been certified as having completed all board requirements for their respective academic programs. These students are the finest representatives of quality achievement at Western Wyoming Community College. We wish them the very best with their future educational pursuits and the achievement of their career goals. Thank you.
On behalf of Western Wyoming Community College Board of Trustees and the district they serve, I accept the graduating class, which includes certificate recipients, Associate of Applied Sciences, Associate of Science, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of Arts, and Associate Degree of Nursing candidates. These students have met the rigorous requirements of their respective programs and will be granted their awards and degrees this evening. I congratulate these students on their accomplishments and commend them for all they have, as individuals, have brought to Western Wyoming Community College. We have outstanding facilities, exceptional faculty and staff, but students bring the life and vitality to this institution. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations and best wishes on your future academics and occupational endeavors.
All right. It's time now to recognize each graduate individually, the reason you came. Parents and friends, take a look at your program. Though that program lists all the graduates, we of course will announce only the graduates who are in attendance in the order listed on the program. The division chairs will assist me in reading the names, and we will announce the graduates in the following order. First, Paul Johnson, the division chair for Technology and Industry, will read those who have received certificates and Associate of Applied Science. Next, Brandy Moore, the division chair for Business and Health Education, will read the Associate of Science graduates. Third, Ann Rudolph, the chair for Humanities, will read the recipients of the Associate of Arts. Fourth, Dr. Dudley Gardner, the division chair for Social Science and Fine Arts, will read the Associate of Fine Arts graduates. Finally, Marlene Ethier, the Director of Nursing, will read the Associate of Degrees in Nursing and the Practical Nursing certificates. If a student is receiving multiple degrees or certificates, we will recognize all of those accomplishments when they receive their first degree. When each name is announced, we will also announce any significant honors or scholarships they have achieved. These honors include distinguished graduates. These are students who have achieved a 3.0 grade point average or higher throughout their program, with completing at least half of those credits at Western. We'll also acknowledge the members of Phi Theta Kappa, the International Honor Society. We will recognize honors program graduates, transfer scholarships that we know of at this time. Finally, I ask you to please hold your applause until we have read all the information about that student. Then feel free to cheer loudly for your family and your friends. The Board of Trustees and Dr. Leach will assist in handing out these awards. So now, it's time to recognize each of you individually.
Would the first row stand and come forward? Certificates, Business, 1-year Administrative Assistant, Christina A. Delarantes. Digital Design Technologies, Ryan Romero. Josefina Testini. Technology and Industry, 1-year Automotive Technology, Brett A. Pickerell. Electronics, Instrumentation, Control Technology, Brian M. Schumacher. Anthony L. Sprouse. Anthony Torres. Michael E. Wendell, Jr. Surface Maintenance Mechanic, Eric Christensen. One-year Welding Technology Industrial Plant, James A. Boykin. Also, 1-year Welding Technology Mine Maintenance. Associate of Applied Science Degrees, Business, Office Information System, Amanda J. Alger. Annette D. Boker. Leslie F. E. Doak. Also Associate of Arts. Bonnie K. Fisher. Oh. Bonnie K. Fisher. Michelle L. Greer. Also, Design Technology Certificate. Distinguished Graduate. Rosanna C. Jackson. Jenny Reed. Marcella Schumacher, also Administrative Assistant Certificate. Social Science, Human Services, Kelly Marie Smith. Phi Theta Kappa. Jasmine Marie Solar. Technology and Industry, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Mechanics, Vincent Achiniki. Also Associate of Applied Science, Oil and Gas Production Technology. Dane Herring. Robert Berlin Jackman. Electrical and Instrumentation Technology, Kenny Russell Baker. Zach Larsen. Jonathan Alex Lloyd. Ryan D. Matthews. Oren Robert Sell. Shane Silbert. John Kevin Yurkovich, also Associate of Arts. Electricity, Electronic Instrumentation, Eric R. Patolo. Industrial Maintenance, Trevor Andrew Fawcett. William E. Shea. Natural Gas Compression Technology, Chase J. Moody. Brody A. Moore. Oil and Gas Production Technology, Adam Atkinson. Billy J. Cox. Also, Oil and Gas Production Operator Certificate. Matthew C. Donnan. Galen P. Moline. John Harrison Tribbett. Distinguished Graduate. Kingsley Nianobuchi Wardu. Welding Technology Fabrication Shop, Noel Putnam. Also Welding Technology Industrial Plant and Mine Maintenance.
Associate of Science, Victoria Lynn Allgaier. Sloan K. Allred. Bethlehem H. Alma, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors Program graduate. Julianne E. Andrews. Michael D. Ottavart. Logan Bailey, Associate of Science in Computer Information Systems. Shad Bennett. Lauren Rose Burkle. Rahawa Gebremenden Biene, Phi Theta Kappa. Jacqueline Elise Bolas, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate. Alex Boyton, Honors Program Graduate, Distinguished Graduate. Lindsay Marley Brinkerhoff. Peyton Brooks, Distinguished Graduate. Patricia Buman. Evan L. Call, Honors Program Graduate, Distinguished Graduate. Brandy Ray Cardenas. Brian Chavez, Associate of Science in Business Administration, also Associate of Science in Marketing. Tyler Brian Condi, Distinguished Graduate. Sean R. Cudney, Associate of Science in Business Administration. Donald Allen Larsen, Associate of Science in Accounting, also one-year accounting certificate. Harrison Curtis. Kelsey Jean Doctor, Honors Program Graduate, Distinguished Graduate. Mary Kate Dunn. Terry Lee Farwell, Associate of Science in Accounting, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate. Kristen Michelle Fitzgerald, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate. Adam S. Grasmick, also Associate of Arts, Outstanding Graduate, Inbree Science Research Scholarship to UW for $5,000 per year. Tiana Jo Hamilton, Phi Theta Kappa. Nicholas Henry Hastert, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors Program graduate. Jordan Hayter, Distinguished Graduate, Basketball Scholarship to Westminster and Salt Lake City. Ashley J. Hernandez, Associate of Science in Business Administration. Kirsten L. L. Hearn, also Associate of Arts. Caitlin W. Higgins. Cody Shane Hillstad, also Associate of Arts. Tori A. Jensen, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Distinguished Graduate. Tracy Johnson, Associate of Science in Exercise Science. Kennedy Tinashe Kembo, Associate of Science in Computer Information Systems. Greta Kaur, Associate of Science in Business Administration. Joshua O. Lester, Phi Theta Kappa. Delilah J. Lynch, also Associate of Arts. Andre Fonseca Morone. Jessica Martinez, Associate of Science in Exercise Science. Felicia J. Matthews, also Associate of Arts. Hirokazu Matsuda, Associate of Science in Business Administration. Angie Tebid Umba, Associate of Science in Economics, Phi Theta Kappa. Landon Casey Medina, also Associate of Arts. Julie McAllister Miller, also Associate of Arts, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate. Sean A. Murley. Jennifer Marie Nessen. Amber Lael Newell, Distinguished Graduate. Barlow Q. Nix, Associate of Science in Accounting. Hannah J. Oliver. Cheryl Ann Packham, Associate of Science in Business Administration. Shirley J. Palmer, also Associate of Arts. Andy Scott Pettick, Associate of Science in Exercise Science, Distinguished Graduate. Stevie L. Porter, Distinguished Graduate. Destiny Real, Phi Theta Kappa. Cody W. Rawl. Talon J. Robertson, Basketball Scholarship to University of Texas Pan American. Monique Robinson, also Associate of Arts. Justin K. Rollins, Distinguished Graduate. Michael L. Roseman. Kathy L. Samsel. Jamie L. Schultz, Associate of Science in Exercise Science, also Fitness Leadership Certificate, Phi Theta Kappa. Stephanie Lynn Schwartz, Associate of Science in Accounting. Camila Bolero Martinez Sharp, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Distinguished Graduate. Cameron Glenn Sheets, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate. Shayla Slaw, Distinguished Graduate, Inbree Science Research Transfer Scholarship to UW for $5,000 per year. Monica Ann Stevenson is also Associate of Arts, Phi Theta Kappa. Mary E. Stewart, Associate of Science in Accounting, also Associate of Science in Business Administration, Phi Theta Kappa. Anbasager M. Teki, Associate of Arts. Jana Rose Valenciano. Jao Felipe Bioche Viana, Associate of Science in Computer Information Systems. Susanna Walmsley. Spencer W. West. Taylor Wren Wetman. Clement Ray Williams, Phi Theta Kappa. Kelsey Wilson, Associate of Science in Exercise Science, Distinguished Graduate. Jessica L. Wright, also Practical Nursing Certificate. Amin Yazdi, Honors Program Graduate. Jack Sancanella.
Cody Michael Adams. George Alatorre. Alexis Amundsen, Distinguished Graduate. Cassandra Ayers, Honors Program Graduate. Michelle Rebecca Barker. Dowie Bekele. Julie Ann Belton, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Danae Ann Bennett. Nisha Dawn Blumel, distinguished graduate. Jamie Renee Brady, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Nicolee Browning. Nathan Michael Buckner. Joshua Robert Buman, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Casey Lynn Caldwell. Michael McGinnis Christensen. Emily Conk. Rodrigo de Sousa, basketball scholarship to the University of the Pacific, Stockton, California. Tia K. Desarena. Allison K. Dieters, distinguished graduate. Katrina Adele Dewar. Karen Duncan. Danielle D. M. Emmett. Lori Michelle Francis. Karen May Frint. Lisa Gillespie, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Karis Alexandra Gandy, distinguished graduate. Rhett Wayne Gardner. Michelle Gaddy, John W. Hoyt, transfer scholarship to UW. Jared Gold, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Amy Michelle Gilmore. Nadine Marie Thibodeau Gerard. Katie Glenmeyer, also journalism certificate, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate, honors program graduate, outstanding graduate, and several transfer scholarships to UW. Jonathan Philip Green, Honors Program graduate. Crystal A. Griffin. Karen Joanne Grissom, Phi Theta Kappa Distinguished Graduate. Lauren Michelle Hall. Anna Marie Harris. Mary Joyce Hipple, Phi Theta Kappa Distinguished Graduate. Jeffrey Hissing, Honors Program Graduate. James J. Hudson. Mary Ann Elizabeth Bowden Hunsaker. Natalie Ann Irvin. Jessa Jesperson, Distinguished Graduate Basketball Scholarship to Idaho State University. Shayla Emily Jones, Basketball Scholarship to Eastern Oregon University. Cassie M. Julian. Desiree A. Kirkwood. Irina Kitagawa. Kirsten Knowles, Honors Program Graduate, Distinguished Graduate, Volleyball Scholarship to Weber State University. Erica S. Kriesel, Distinguished Graduate. Angeline Karine Audrey Lagahi, also English as a Second Language Certificate. Tyler Dean Lancaster. Morgan Leigh Lane. Ashley Nicole Layton, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate, Transfer Scholarship to UW for $1,000 per year. Joshua Victor Levine. Catherine Livingston. Kelsey Lynn Lechte, Distinguished Graduate. Erica Shannon Mack. Jade Maestas. Mason John Magana, transfer scholarship to UW for $1,000 per year. Whitney Nicole Meyer. Kyle Martin. Danielle Marie Martinez. Shanice Matson. Randy Lee McClure. Bonnie Mae McCoy. Taylor Lynn McCullough. Abner Davi Denovis Moreda. Basketball scholarship to Idaho State University. I tried. Jeffrey Morgan. Alyssa Mortensen. Keely Ray Moses. Rebecca M. Nandrup. Kelsey Naylor, full tuition and fees, Utah State University Ambassador Scholarship and USU Alumni Scholarship. Valerie Lynn Nelson Hall, Phi Theta Kappa, Distinguished Graduate. Luke Nielsen, also Digital Design Technologies Certificate. Hayden James Olson. Emilia Ortiz. Maria Guadalupe Ortiz. Temitope Osen, Phi Theta Kappa Distinguished Graduate, $3,000 Phi Theta Kappa Rott Communication and Henry and Penelope Bauer Scholarships at UW. Christine Overy. Malia Owens, Distinguished Graduate. Teresa Painter. Abigail Paxton. Jessica Autumn Porter. Tiffany Rawl, distinguished graduate. Caddy M. Ratcliffe. Ebony Robin Rickerson, Phi Theta Kappa. Nathan Alexander Rogers. Taryn Faith Rusa, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate, transfer scholarship to UW for $1,000 per year. Jennifer Rundell. Tara Sanders. Jenny Lee Swartz. Matthew Schaefer. Susan K. Schenefeld. Anastasia Marie Schultz, distinguished graduate. Dorothy Jean Simnett, Phi Theta Kappa. Jesse E. Slayton. Alyssa Ellen Smith. Becky A. Smith. Kimberly Aaron Smith. Christy Gale Spalding. Case Spalding. Zachary James Spurlock. Tamara C. Stoddard. Megan Ashley Stout, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Brett Taylor, Phi Theta Kappa, distinguished graduate. Estivia Carly Tebow. Danielle D. Turner. Juanita Valerio Vergara. Michelle Vaughn. Jasmine Rochelle Weaver, Phi Theta Kappa. Sadie Ann West, Phi Theta Kappa. Adar Westling, Distinguished Graduate. Carlene Winward, Distinguished Graduate. Allison Woodmansee. Kendra June Woody.
Associate of Fine Arts, Musical Theater. Sierra Dawn Crawford, full tuition transfer scholarship to the Utah Valley University. Juan R. Thomas, outstanding graduate, distinguished graduate. Taylor Don Vickers. Lindsay Ann Walters, distinguished graduate. Associate of Fine Arts, Technical Theater, Annalicia J. Mulcock.
Associate degree in nursing, Linda Irene Chavez. Catherine Michelle Emmett. Cindy Jo Gordon. Amanda Lee Johnson. Chandra L. Shepard. Megan B. Tazi. Associate degree in nursing and practical nursing certificate, Caitlin Apostolope. Tiffany Bennett. Scothia Orr Benson. Kimber L. Berger. Trina Cervantes. Carol M. Coberly. Monica Corbett. Heidi L. Franzen. Chelsea Rose Gaspari. Megan C. Harris. Kylene R. Henderson. Jocelyn Lee Polinick. Kaylee Louise Peckler, Phi Theta Kappa. Timmy S. Pivick, Phi Theta Kappa. Sarah Beth Roth, Distinguished Graduate. Jamara Stewart. Michael A. Turner. Sarah Michelle Tyler. Georgia J.M. Urbanski.
Would the graduates please stand? Okay. By the authority vested in the administration by the Board of Trustees, I present to you the Western Wyoming Community College graduating class of 2010 2011. And confer upon each student the appropriate associate degree